Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome back to our channel. This is our 5 weekly favorite series, and first up is a podcast favorite. We've been doing a lot of these and you guys seem to really like them. We've been so into podcasts. I feel like for the past couple years. Yeah, like 2 years. I mean, I feel like everyone has. They've really blown up. Everyone has for sure. But for us, like right now, I feel like we're listening to more than we ever have. Like before, it was usually just How I Built This and Serial. But now we have like a plethora of options that we like to listen to on and off. And right now we're really loving Wondery's new podcast, Over My Dead Body. So they're the people that did Dr. Death and Dirty John, two of our all-time favorite podcasts. So good if you haven't listened to those. But this one is going to be, it's going to have different seasons, right? Yeah, kind of like a I feel like it's the podcast version of Ryan Murphy's true crime stories or American Horror Story. How they have how they have like first season OJ, second season Versace.
Those.
It's kind of like the podcast version of that. Yeah, that's a good point. So the first season is called Tally. And it centers around this couple. They're both lawyers, really successful. They live in Florida, and I mean we don't want to give anything away because it only has 6 episodes, so you can get through it really quickly. I think every season is surrounding a murder, so you know someone is murdered. You know someone's murdered, but we don't want to give too much away. But it's super interesting. I mean, we really like the true crime stuff that's not so gruesome. I mean, someone died, so it's still gruesome, but it's not like a terrible, you know what I mean? Like there's some true crime stuff that's hard to listen to, hard to watch on TV, and this is like easier to listen to, but it's because it's more suspenseful and just really interesting. It's more of a story. Yeah. So that's our favorite podcast this week. Okay, next we'll do the pizza, so we don't forget. Okay, so if you guys follow Trader Joe's list, if you don't, she's awesome. We've been following her for years, and she basically just posts like her favorite Trader Joe's product, her favorite Trader Joe's recipe, and she does a lot of hauls. Yes, and she started this, right? Yeah, she like invented it. So she put the Trader Joe's organic kosher hot and spicy dill pickle chips on top of the cauliflower crust frozen pizza. It's a cheese pizza. We've had it so many times before, and I think it's fine on its own. It's just like a normal cheese pizza with cauliflower crust. But she invented this, and we actually put this on our Instagram stories. If you follow us there, you would have seen it. It's so easy. You just put these chips all over the frozen pizza, bake it as normal, and we actually bake it a little bit longer, like 5 minutes longer than it says on the box, because it never really crisps up as much as you want to if you follow the instructions. And it's so good. Like it adds a crunch, it adds a spice. It's better. It's the best combination ever. It's so good, and these are really spicy. They pack a punch. So we plan on using these in like other ways too, like sandwiches and things like that. They are just delicious, but really good on the pizza. So I guess she's kind of a favorite too. The pizza and Trader Joe's list. But the pizza is one of our favorite like Trader Joe's things, definitely in 2019. Okay, next up is really random, but I think that video might go up after this, but we filmed a video trying some of Wet n Wild's new products, and we actually had mentioned in that, in that video at the time, we had only gotten their Rebel Rose collection and their Pump collection, and then they sent us all like their new highlighters and bronzers, so we didn't get to use those in that video, which was kind of a bummer. We might do like a blog post with some swatches because we do like a lot of those products from their 2019 collection. But one thing that we did actually end up really liking from the Rebel Rose collection is this brush. And they call it the blush brush, but Carli tried it with blush, and it just packed on too much pigment because it is pretty dense, but it's domed shape. And it's domed shape, but it's also so soft. And in that video, we tried the bareMinerals stick foundation, or used it. We had already tried it. And I used this brush to apply that foundation, and it blended out perfectly. I was shocked. I mean, you'll see it when you watch that video. So it's definitely a foundation brush in my opinion. And I have been struggling to find a good, affordable foundation brush. And I know Real Techniques makes some, and I had liked them in the past, but I decluttered a bunch, and then I was like, oh, it kind of seems silly to like repurchase a brush that I had decluttered because I wasn't using it. So this just came along at the perfect time. I think it's $6. I can't stop touching it because it's so soft. It really is. And I don't like the handle. Yeah. And I don't like the shape. I wish it was very thin plastic. Yeah, I wish it was a normal brush. I will say that but the quality of the bristles, like they will blend your foundation. Specifically, I feel like this would work the best with a foundation stick, effortlessly, and I think that people are probably going to try this with blush like it's intended and aren't really going to like it. So I really wanted to mention this. If you see it and you're looking for a foundation brush, this is a really good option at the drugstore. Okay, next up is the lash lift that I got, and we posted this on our stories as well. We were invited by Lisa from O'Reilly Beauty. We'll link her information down below to get lash lifts from her, and we had never gotten lash lifts before or thought about it, but we do have a lot of lashes and they are fairly long, so we don't need extensions or anything like that, but we're like, oh, that would be nice because we both curl our lashes every day. And she did a great job. Britta unfortunately had a reaction. Yeah, she has really sensitive eyes, so she couldn't finish it, but she also handled that situation very well. Yeah, she did. She was great. Yeah, and she did a really great job. I've been really loving it. I like didn't even notice how it's not time consuming to curl my lashes, but taking a step out of your routine like significantly helps me in the morning. Like now I'm like, oh, I don't have to curl my lashes, just straight to mascara, and all mascaras have been looking so nice on my lashes, so it's just a really nice thing. I don't know if it's like 100% necessary, but I was thinking for like trips, if we ever like go on trips, it'd be nice summer. Yeah, it'd be nice to have it done because you don't have to like bring your eyelash curler. And I also realized when I'm not wearing makeup, my lashes just look fuller now that they're lifted, because I don't just curl my bare lashes when I'm not wearing makeup. So it's just nice to have like a natural lash going on. So yeah, she did a great job. I've been really enjoying it, and we'll link her information down below if you're in LA. And yeah, she did a great job, and it was a really cool experience. Yeah, it was really cool. Okay, and last but not least is a hair product. This is the SGX NYC. Well, actually, I think the brand is called Salon Graphics. Dry Touch Volumizing Dry Shampoo. So this is a rebrand. I had actually purchased one of their dry shampoos from Bed Bath & Beyond years ago because it was super inexpensive and it was a brunette color. And it was, I think it was $3, and it was so pigmented. This is when our hair was just all dark brown. And it really, really helped like darken the roots of my hair because we were dyeing it pretty dark, and then our natural hair, I mean, as you can see, is kind of an ashy lighter brown. So that stuff worked so well. And then when I saw that they rebranded, I was like, oh, I really want to try like their normal dry shampoo. And I think that this packaging is just really, really cute. Yeah. They sell it at Target. And this is the volumizing dry shampoo, and I know I'd mentioned that I was using the Dove unscented for a really long time, and I do prefer them unscented because my one woe with this is it is so strong. The fragrance in here is very, very intense. It's a fresh jasmine and fig leaf scent, so it smells nice but really intense. But I will say that this does add volume to my hair, which I love. It almost adds like a little bit of a texture, almost like it grips onto the hair, if you know what I mean. But it does absorb oil as well, and I find that when I use this, it is just, overall, it's a very intense dry shampoo, I will say. I feel like it deposits a lot of product. It's really not for like a natural, if you're into like natural sprays, like if you're into like a flexible hold hairspray, you probably wouldn't like this because it does deposit a lot of product. But if you have a really oily scalp or really fine hair like me, I feel like you would really enjoy it because it does add volume and soak up all the oils. Overall, I just think it's a really unique formula, something that I haven't really used in a dry shampoo. I don't love the nozzle though. I'm not going to spray it, but it sprays like super quick, and it like I said, it deposits so much product that you kind of have to be careful where you spray. I feel like it's not as forgiving, but once you get the hang of it, I think you'll really like it, and it's really affordable. I think it was like $6 or $7 at Target, and I just love the packaging. Yeah, it's really cute. Okay, that's it for our 5 weekly favorites, and we'll be back next week with another one, and we'll see you then.